It has come to my attention from one of you, wonderful viewers, leaving a comment, so thank you very much for that, that there is a very weird glitch that happens if you put the Rampager sigil from the Wild Bull in Kaycee's mod onto the Long Elk. And I'm just going to be messing around, glitching the game with this. Alright, so normally the way that Long Elk works is at the end of the turn, when it moves with its Sprinter Sigil, its secret ability activates, which is that it drops a vertebrae card in the zone that it moved for. But what if you gave it a second movement sigil? Well, I actually tried that a long time ago. I gave it the Hefty Sigil from the Moosebuck, and nothing special happened. It moved once, dropped one vertebrae, and then it moved again, did not drop a second one. And so I was like, oh, guess that doesn't work. But it turns out, for whatever reason, if you give it specifically the Rampager Sigil, it works a little differently. So let's see what happens. End the turn, Long Elk moves twice, and it dropped 2 vertebrae, not just 1. So already, that's not a bad interaction. You get 2 free cards, blockers, sacrifices. You can sacrifice these things. And they are part of the Hooved tribe, so if you happen to have a Hooved totem, then these would get that additional sigil. Something like the Pack Rats sigil would be really good on this. But that's not where this weird interaction ends. There's going to be a lot more to it than that. So now, it tried to move with the Sprinter Sigil, was unable to, but then it activated the Rampager Sigil, switching places with a vertebrae card, and at the same time, summoning another vertebrae card. So now there are 2 vertebraes on this one zone here, which is why it's like extra brightly colored. I don't know. Leshy is surrendering. He has seen the shenanigans that I'm trying to pull off here, and he immediately wants absolutely no part in it. He's surrendering. Well, too bad, Leshy. We're gonna mess around with this. Let's do it again. Okay, now I now I have more. Let's see, 2 damage, that's fine. Here we go. So now, it's not 2 vertebrae stacked on top of each other, but a vertebrae and this raccoon. So it's kind of like weirdly transparent. You can see both of the cards and artworks. But it's gonna get... oh, wow, yeah, the lighting looks strange on that. It's gonna get even more wacky than this. So, the battle's over, but the vertebrae are still there on the table. Whoops. They're just stuck there now for the rest of the run. Let me choose a new card to add to my deck. Let's see. Do I want a River Snapper or a vertebrae? Or a vertebrae? Or another vertebrae, in fact. Leshy, your game broke. Let me get another Rat King so we can get some bone tokens. So yeah, I guess those are just gonna stay on the board now. Yep. Some rocks on top of them, why not? And this is just a thing you can... literally all you have to do is put Rampager onto Long Elk, and the game does not like that too much. It's because it's swapping places with a card and placing a new card in the zone at the same time. Now, at this point, these vertebrae are not actually on the board, or at least the game doesn't think they are. So they're just here. I can't sacrifice them. I can't do anything with them. It's basically just a visual glitch at that point. But I'm going to summon Raccoon here so that he dies. And then that way, I can play my Long Elk. Right, I'm going to place a Squirrel here. Oh my, that was weird looking. And I'm going to put Long Elk here. And now when they switch places, it should... yeah, put another vertebrae there. Alright, this is going to look weird for the rest of the game now. So I can put a Squirrel not in either of these zones because they are occupied, but these 2 zones are free. And again, I can't sacrifice any of the vertebrae. Once it places the vertebrae down, and then it swaps places with the other card, the vertebrae no longer exists, I guess. I don't know. So now, my board just permanently has... oh boy. Now there's 2 on that space. I don't... My board just permanently is gonna look like this now. Yeah, Leshy is not liking this. He wants to surrender immediately. And, I don't blame him. Alright, so now not only is there a vertebrae in each of these zones, but there's 2 on the leftmost zone, which is why it's brighter, I guess. If I get my hands on a wise clock, I might even be able to give Leshy the Long Elk and then break his side of the field too. Well, bone tokens is good. Let me summon the... Oh, there's a wise clock. Alright, cool. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Oh yeah, that looks good. Alright, I waited a turn, that way I get to steal his adder here. So now he has a Long Elk. Let's see how you like it, Leshy. Yeah, let's see what happens. Long Elk is gonna do nothing, because it can't move, and then it's gonna swap places. Now... now Leshy has a vertebrae. Interesting. So now it's gonna swap places with that bullfrog. Oh, never mind. Oh, right, because it moves first, and then it swaps. In that case, if I get rid of this bullfrog now, then Leshy will have problems. This is horrible. What have I done? No, don't go that way. Now there's 3 vertebrae in this leftmost zone here. Why are you still going this way? What is going on? Oh, Leshy surrenders. He doesn't want any part of this. There's like 5 vertebrae stacked on here. Look at that. It's getting way too bright. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's take a look at the board now. Leshy, your table. It's not looking too good, brother. Leshy, your table's looking a little off today. Roach? Roach is not bad. Alright, so I guess now the challenge is trying to play the game with the board looking like this. We could make an unkillable skink. That would be pretty good. That's not a bad little card. Good little combo. Oh, the angler's gonna be really confused here. My goodness, this was a terrible idea. Oh my god, the vertebrae just ate up my squirrel. It's gone. What the heck? Oh, there, it's back. Interesting. All my cards are now golden. I don't think that it's very playable like this. At Daniel Mullins, please patch this, fix it, and while you're at it, maybe, I don't know, add some more cards or something? That would be cool. So this is like almost a good interaction, right? In the sense that if the zones are both open, you do get 2 vertebrae instead of just 1. Kinda cool. But as soon as there's another card in the way that it's gonna swap places with the Rampager Sigil, this is not good. Hello, Goobert. Yeah, why don't you make me another vertebrae? I need more, clearly. There's our Long Elk. You're out of space. Oh, really? Leshy, I think you're out of space. Alright, so that was the glitch, but I'm gonna be honest, I can't take this any longer, so that's gonna be the end of that. Let's see how many misplays I supposedly made. 4 misplays? Oh, sure, Leshy. Sure, bud.